Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. I hope everyone has deeply understood everything I said yesterday about the 7 rays meditation. I hope all doubts have been resolved. No, don't wait here for me to comment on how to transmute each thing. Each of you must find spiritual support for your answers. I have said here a few times that the time has come for you to be fully connected to those beings who protect you. Oh yes, I'm already hearing many here saying, yes, but I can't do it. Very good. You have just confirmed your decree. Every time you say I can't do it, the universe increases your inefficiency, as this egregore of not being able to do it increases every day. So it's like a great desire that you have. You want something, so I already mentioned here that you have to poke the universe daily, so that he understands that it is urgent for you. If you order once and don't repeat it, the universe puts you in a slower queue for service, and continues to respond quickly to those who keep repeating themselves all the time. Because for him, those who repeat it all the time have a certain urgency, then they deserve to be attended to. It is as if those were making that request, the journey of the soul, so important. Then you repeat, I can't do it, I can't do it. You don't get in any line, because you are denying your strength, your ability. So the universe doesn't even listen, you will remain stagnant in the same place. I have said it and I hope I am making myself understood. You need to have spiritual support. For what? Difficult times will come, very difficult times, and you will have to have support, not from those around you. You will have to have the support of those around you, energetically speaking. Yes, they will be able to envelop you in a glass dome and protect you. Ah, so you're saying that whoever doesn't do this won't have any protection? No, that's not it. Whoever doesn't do this will have protection, obviously, because the beings of light are there. But what was the commitment of that contact? What was the real desire to have that contact? Then many here will respond, but I've been trying every day. And then when you try and fail, what do you repeat? I am unable. So it's as if you are taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back, because the attempt is not a futile walk. The attempt is not a fruitless journey. You may not succeed on the first day, on the second, on the third, but one day you will. You can't give up. But what happens? You are immediate. If you want me to speak here, you will find it and you have to find it. If you can't find it, I can't do it. Done, it's over. The walk has barely started, it's already over. You don't realize this, you don't realize it's a walk, you don't realize that it is a path that you don't know yet, and that you have to open this path. The beings of light are there, ready, with open arms to welcome you. Now you have to walk the path to reach them. You have to create the path. You have to cut down the forest. You have to cut the bushes on the way. You have to tear down the walls. You have to go up to the mountains. It doesn't matter what obstacle is in front of you. You are the ones who have to walk, not sitting in a chair meditating, and the being of light making the opposite sense. It is you who have to go to them, not them to you. I've been trying to make you understand this for some time now. You need this protection, so that it will be easier in the future. You can go through everything, what you will have to go through, in a serene way, in a calm manner, in a calm way. What I have been saying to you here, what will be the determining factor in winning that train ticket? Yesterday I already told you that you can even have a ride to get to the platform. But for all this to happen, you have to have the frequency up there. Vibrating high, vibrating faith, vibrating confidence in those protections that you have around you. I repeat again, whoever doesn't do any of this won't make it to the platform. Go, but with much more difficulty, and you run the risk of not having time. Because you will be involved in the events. And what will the frequency do? It will go down, because of the fear that you will go through. No, do not interpret this as threats or alarmism. If I don't say things, you complain. If I tell the naked truth, you also complain, they think I'm being exaggerated. So whoever wants to understand it this way, understand. I'm being as truthful as possible, I'm helping you as much as possible. But you don't seem to want to understand. Nothing is impossible anymore. This word you have to cut out of your dictionary and your mouth. You are at a stage where anything is possible. The energies that are around you make everything much easier, it just depends on your mind. It just depends on what you want, but that want that comes from deep down, that happy want, that confident want, that strong and constant want. It's not about wanting to say that wonderful, deep prayer today, in which you feel like you've been heard, and only repeat it in a month. You are in that slow queue because there was no urgency on your part. But if we all do this, will the universe be able to handle it? Absolutely. Remember, what the universe will do is not your problem. So don't worry about the other side. You have to worry about what you want. So tell the universe what you want. It's not repeating like a parrot, it's saying it from the heart. And always, never forget, that everything you ask for is good for you and for the whole. Because when there is selfishness, where you only think about yourself, the order doesn't go to the queue. Orders are being well selected. So many ask, every day and see nothing. Why? Because they are asking only for themselves, they are not worrying about the whole. And at this moment, everything you do has to be for your good and for the all. My brothers, I am being very clear. Clearer impossible. You need this help, so that you can stay balanced and maintain those around you as well. Because if you lose your balance, what happens to those around you? If you don't show trust, if you don't show faith, what happens to those around you? Everyone will succumb, no one will be able to withstand anything. Because that support that you initially thought it would be, doesn't exist, it was a mistake. Because you were the first to run away, you were the first to throw yourself under the bed and cry a lot, scared. So what was the point? That pillar of light that everyone counted on that could help them went out. You're under the bed crying, scared to death. Now who is going to give you strength? Realize that we are not demanding something that we know will be difficult for you. Stay balanced by seeing the world around you destroyed. We are not asking this, we are asking you to hold on to your protections. Because they will make you superheroes and you will shine like never before, so you can bring those around you along with you. So wake up, my brothers. Stop with this "I can't do it" thing. Many of you, when they say "I can't do it," do you know what it means? Fear, afraid of what you will see. Fear of not being what you think you are. Fear of being inferior to others. So and so told me he had 10 guardian angels, 4 spiritual masters. What if I only have one of each? Look at the inferiority there, look at the ego honking its horn, saying, "Wow, you're nothing, look at everything the other person is." So, before you feel inferior, look and see where the other is. Each soul has a journey, each soul has a mission. Anyone who participates in my meditations knows that that platoon in my army, those in the front row, are those who have the most strength. They are those who are ready and nothing scares them. And the last rows are exactly those who are starting the walk, are starting the journey. How can I get them up front? So those at the front need to have more protection than those in the back row. Now this does not mean that that soul is more important than yours. Every soul has a mission. And then you let your ego say, "Wow, I wish I had a mission, but I don't have one." Because it's not your turn yet. Because your soul is not yet prepared for this. Look at the envy. So notice how many feelings you put into a simple attempt to connect with the beings of light that are around you. Do you realize this? How much feelings do you put into it? It's the fear of what you'll see, it's the fear of who you'll see, it's the fear of being inferior to your classmate. Each point like this stops you from getting there. Accepting what each person is the first step, for each soul is what it is. Being jealous of another soul will only delay your journey. Then I ask a question to those who think they are so inferior. Many, I think, will answer yes. But I ask you a question, would you really like to be up front, in the center of the battle? Battling against forces you don't even know about to save humanity? Or are you much better off in your corner, at the end of the field, just watching everything from the box, as you say? Do you really have that courage to be up front, fighting for your brothers, at the risk of even losing your life? Understand, my brothers, losing our lives is when our soul dies. In principle, a soul is immortal, but it can die. So when you think about losing your life, it's about losing your clothes. But evolved souls don't care about that, they are there to serve. Their goal is to serve. So it doesn't matter if they lose their physical appearance, that's part of the process. It's worth saying here that no one will lose physical clothing in any battle, because there will be no physical battle. I'm making a metaphor. Understand what I'm saying? Nobody here is going to go out fighting physically. So no one is at any risk, even those in the front platoon of my army. So stop feeling poor, little ones, because you are not what your classmate is. Every soul, every one of you has to have a single concern now: take the train. This is the concern that you have to have at this moment. Prerequisites for taking the train: have a high frequency, vibrate loudly, arrive on time when the train passes. So whoever vibrates low will walk very slowly and may miss the train.